are live on another edition of All In on High School Sports. Kurt Valenti, Jennifer Valenti, how are you?
I am well. How are you doing this evening?
Good, less stressful. Knicks are out, so nothing going on crazy with there. Miss it, but it's almost football season, right? But we're not going to talk football tonight. We're going to talk softball, and we're going to talk two historic programs and two county champions.
We are
tonight.
We are.
So,
We are going to first. We're going to welcome Pompton Lake softball, and I'll give their official intro once we let them in, and then we're going to be joined by Cedar Grove softball. But you hit the nail on the head to not just success this season that they're having, but like you said, story programs with lots of good softball history there. So our first guests are here. Shall I
let's
let
bring
them
in,
and then we can get started. So give us a moment as we bring everybody in here. Let me get them in one at a time. All right, let me just get everybody in, guys. So give me a moment. Going through one by one. We got a big panel tonight. It's awesome. All right, I think that's everybody there. Hi, guys. Welcome.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Hi. All right. Well, allow me to officially introduce you guys to our audience. We are joined by, as I said, Pompton Lake softball. We have head coach Karen Hennessy. Her team is off to a 20-6 start. As Kurt mentioned, they did just recently capture the Passaic County tournament title. They were also crowned the Colonial Division champs of the NJIC. And today they actually advanced in the first round of the state tournament with a 3-0 victory over Pascack Hills in the North 1 Group 2 section of the NJSIAA. Coach Hennessy is joined by her assistant coach Paul Smith and her 4 seniors, Mackenzie Myers, Gina Oswald, Heather Mahoney, and Isabel Marr. My first apology if I butchered anybody's names.
No, all good.
All good.
Pretty
Awesome.
good.
Well, welcome, guys, and thank you for joining us.
Jen, you want to read the first comment? You always read her comment.
Let me see. Oh, hold on. I can't see the comments. Let me get it up here for a second. Oh, we got Coach Lilienthal checking in. Go Cardinals. Coach Rebecca Lilienthal, who's Krista's mom. I know now I'm probably embarrassing Krista.
That's okay.
Is a longtime friend of mine. We coached together for many, 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 many years. So I'm a fan behind the scenes, guys. I've been following you.
Guys, thank you so much. There's our good friend Brian Roof saying hello. So what's up, Brian? Coach and everybody, thank you guys so much. We know you're in a state tournament run. Congratulations on your county championship. I'll start with Coach Hennessy. Can you talk a little bit about the Pompton Lakes great tradition in softball? I know you guys are good. Pompton Lakes is good in a lot of sports, but the softball has always been a really good program. So can you talk a little bit about the Pompton Lakes girls softball program?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, there's so much tradition in our program going back to, Eileen Allen, who coached the team, and then Colleen Moyle, who I took over for, which both of them, I believe, were at our game today and have been such great support for us, and they're mentors to me too. So, I think when I took over the program, and I think it was like 2001, I knew it was, big shoes to fill and a lot of wins and a lot of really good athletes that came out of our program. And, we just kind of have taken that and run with it every year. We know that we're just trying to make our school proud and to continue the tradition of all those athletes that played before these girls here. And I think they've done a really good job of carrying that tradition along and just making sure that we're going out and putting everything we have on the field every game, just for the sake of, the tradition and everybody that went before us.
Coach Smith, I'll ask the same thing to you. And just like Coach Hennessy said, how important or how great is it for you guys to, have a whole new group, but still following that great Pompton Lake softball tradition?
I think it's really important. I know that that's something that you always see that connection from the past coaches, like Coach Hennessy just said, being at the game today. A lot of past players always stopping by. I remember maybe 10 plus years ago, Coach Hennessy put together a packet that all prior players were asked to just provide a memory or a thought about the program. And it was an insane amount of responses that she got, and just a lot of cool memories to see that they have made and carried on. I know that our kids are still, carrying on that same mantle of the tradition that we have in the program.
I got a comment from Paul Smith, from Rodney Smith, saying Paul Smith's dad here from Pennsylvania. Proud of Pompton Lakes team. What a great season. Continue to make some noise.
That's awesome. I'm going to go off script already. I'm going to do it.
It's okay. You can do it.
You know what? You guys are talking about like former players and even former coaches coming back to like watch and support the team. And we've had a few Pompton Lakes coaches on before, and Coach Smith and Coach Hennessy, maybe you can speak to this as well. We also felt like a lot of the coaching staff in Pompton has gone to Pompton, right? Like there's that, it's just, would you find that that's still true?
Yeah, I'm one of them. I graduated Pompton in 2000, so yeah.
Nice.
I went 1 year, worked at Palisades Park High School, and then I came back, I think, in 2006, and I've been here ever since. So,
very nice. Coach Hennessy, anything to add before we go on?
No, I mean, I think we do. We have a lot of coaches from Pompton that really get it. Tradition, I'm not, but we were surrounded with a lot of people who kind of know the drill and carry it forward.
Girls were also getting a thumbs up from a Scott Mahoney with a nice emoji giving us a little thumbs up. So.
Girls, I'm going to ask you guys a couple questions about your recent titles. So first, I wanted to talk about the Passaic County title. As we're doing our research for the show, we're going back a couple years, and it seemed like getting out of the quarterfinals of the county tournament had kind of been like the past couple of years, like where, your county tournament run had started. So I'm going to throw this first question to Mackenzie and then Gina. How special was it for you guys not only to make it past that round, but to be the seniors on the team at Pompton that ultimately won that county tournament?
I think it was just amazing overall. We were very shocked that we won, but I think, like I say this all the time, we are all talking about it, that even like before we won, we just won no matter what happened because our team is just amazing. We're all so great to each other and we just have a great time. And we just found that the game that we love to play, it's not like always hard work. We have a great time playing it.
That's awesome. How about you, Gina?
I think it's just we worked well together and we worked so hard at practice and we put 110% in and we never really gave up. And I think that showed with us playing till the end definitely for quarterfinals and then finals.
Jen, I'm sorry.
Oh, no,
another comment from an Eileen Allen saying, yeah, coaches and seniors with a little
nice.
heart.
Awesome. So Mackenzie and Gina, before I go to Heather and Isabel about the division, was it a little extra sweet to get that win over PV too?
Yeah,
I know, especially because I will never forget my hit against PV to tie the game my junior year. And it was bittersweet. It was definitely sweet to beat them in the final. It was all of, again, our hard work paid off.
Nice. How about you, Mackenzie? Was the opponent a little extra special?
Yeah, I think as a pitcher too. Last year was a little rough for me. I think I did pretty good in the beginning, but then I started to fall off a little bit. And I think this year I came back even harder than I did last year, and I really proved myself. So.
And then Heather and Isabel, I'm going to go to you guys next just to talk a little bit about your conference opponents, right? So now you guys clinched the conference and, you have an earlier season loss to Glen Rock, but ultimately you guys win that division. How did that feel to be the team on top of that county, run to be able to also clinch the division?
I think it was amazing. The earlier loss to Glen Rock, it kind of showed that. And then with the win, it showed that how much we had improved. And I think that they're always a good competition. So it was just nice to come out on top this time, especially with an 11-10 win. It was a hard fought battle.
Nice. And how about you, Isabel?
Yeah, I think taking a piece of what we thought was just going to be the co-league, and then it ended up winning the entire league just for ourselves. That title is an amazing thing to win on top of counties, which is just the cherry on top. I've had so many people stop me in school and say congratulations, and having umpires tell our team congrats before every game just is so amazing.
Oh, that's awesome. I have to ask, I don't know, what type of, I know states are rings, but anything for the, coaches, if you guys, is there jackets, is there watches, anything happen with those championships? It's always about the hardware.
Well, you got a banner, right? A banner.
Tomorrow we got to start. We deserve something. That's what.
Absolutely.
Get on that, right, girls?
Oh yeah, I want a jacket.
Do it up, jackets, sweatshirts,
There's our good friend Tracy Ann chiming in saying
another-
congratulations, girls.
Another Pompton grad. Yep.
And a big shout out to West Essex today
Yes,
for their win in the
congratulations
state
on
tournament.
their state tournament win as well. Yep.
I'm going to go to Mackenzie on this one, and a two-part question. If you could talk a little bit about your mentality on the pitcher's mound and how much more confidence you got in yourself from your sophomore year to junior year to now to your senior year.
Yeah, so I think it was a dramatic difference from sophomore year to now. I realized that I am an overthinker 100%. I always overthink everything. And I think when I'm on the mound, I always overthought, like, oh no, like, make sure Mackenzie, like, when I do my curveball, keep it tight and like pull in and like don't mess up, and like make sure to do this, because if they hit it, they're like, it's not gonna work. The runs are gonna come in, and it's just not gonna work. But now I'm like, I trust my teammates 100%, and I found the love in softball again. I thought it was because I did it my whole life, so I thought it was just like work, and now I just found the love in it. And again, and I just am so calm on the mound, and I trust my coaches. I trust my catcher. I trust everybody behind me, and I just like throw the pitch, and that's it. Whatever happens, happens.
Comment from Matthew Oswald saying, "Go Lady Cardinals."
Very nice. You guys are racking in the comments.
Yeah, I
love
like it. I like it. Then I'm going to go to Heather. Heather.
I was next for Gina.
Oh no, I got the second part.
Oh, same. Okay, go ahead.
As you guys can tell, we do an agenda and it gets screwed up instantly. So, that's how it is. I'm going to go to Heather. You're center fielder, correct, Heather?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to ask you this question. I always say this story, and it's kind of interesting when I either talk to, either a softball player or a baseball player. In Little League, you start out, I'm in second baseman. When I'm an 11-year-old, my coach says to me, I'm going to put you in center field. I don't want to play the outfield. I want no part of it. I want to be in the infield. He says, trust me, you're going to become a real good center fielder. You'll like it. And honestly, I never wanted to go back from center field. So I guess two-part question for you. How did you wind up in center field? And do you like playing, outfield one and, even more importantly, center field?
So originally I started as a catcher because my sister was a catcher, but I was a lefty, so that created some challenges. So then I went to first base and I absolutely hated it. So my coach was like, well, let's just try you in center. Like, you're pretty fast and stuff. And so I went to center field and I instantly fell in love with it because I just love, like, being able to like dive for like pop-ups and stuff. Like, that's like one of my favorite things. And I like, it's a very like quiet place in the outfield, I feel like, with only 3 of us, and we're very far apart, so it just gives me time to like stay focused, and I just love it out there.
A couple comments from our good friend Ryan Scoop Woodhams saying, let's go, congratulations. Debbie Mahoney, keep it rolling, girls. Samantha Mahoney, let's go. Heather, that's my sister. Eileen Allen saying Heather had 2 unbelievable catches in the outfield in the county games.
Nice, very nice.
They were amazing, by the way, like diving, game-changing, game-saving catches.
Oh my goodness, I'm Coach, can I share your comment that you put in the chat? Is that
okay?
Yeah. That is, it's cracking me up actually. Oh my gosh, we did play against each other then, because I graduated West Essex in '93, so we must have played basketball against each other. That is hysterical.
Yes, I was trying to figure it out. I'm like, I know the name, and my dad worked at West Essex too. So
okay. Oh, too funny.
Yeah, my dad was Hugh Albanesius, so I'm like, I just knew I know you.
Yeah,
trying to place it. I'm like, we definitely play basketball against each other.
Oh my god, that is so funny. That's hysterical. And actually, what's funny is our next guest, not to get off topic, is my high school coach my senior year. She played for him in college, so it's such a small world of athletics there intertwined. That's awesome. Oh, nice. Thank you for mentioning that. So it's very nice to see you. My question is for Gina. You guys have a lot of games where I feel like you have this like offensive outburst, right? Where you're getting a lot of hits, scoring a lot of runs, and I feel like you're the catalyst with that oftentimes. What is your team's offensive mindset?
Well, at least my mindset is like, hit it. Like, I just go, like, just hit. Like, I don't really think about it too much. But I think just knowing what the ump zone is, what the pitcher's thrown in the past, and just use that like information and just rock it.
Nice. And then Isabel, my next question is for you. And just talking to you girls already, you just get such a sense of your like chemistry and your positivity even. So I was wondering if you could talk a little bit, number one, about your team chemistry, not just with the seniors, but with your whole team. And then even your guys' leadership role on this year's team, the four of you.
Well, for starters, our team, most of the girls on the team, we've played together since as long as I can remember. I was learning softball along with all of these girls, and even some people that have joined the team later on, and I just met them. It feels like we've all clicked, like we've all been playing together for as long as I can remember. And I just feel like the bond is so special that we know how to have fun, even in practice and games, and we just know how to pick each other up because it just feels like an incredible bond, like we're siblings together. And then for like the seniors, we have an amazing time. We have a good time together, the four of us. I think we really know how to get the team going. And usually a couple innings, Miss Hennessy will give us the circle just to talk to the team. And I think all four of us are able to put in different pieces and words that just inspire everyone as a whole, which I think is really important as senior leaders.
Really nice.
Comment from a Jody Mensch saying go Cards. I'm going to go back to the coaches on this. I'll start with Coach Hennessy on this one. What were the goal? I guess, again, another two-parter. What were the goals, team goals at the beginning of the season for you guys? And how much did it mean for you guys, like Jen mentioned before, to get that county championship back?
Yeah, so we do every year we do a breakfast instead of a practice where we sit and we have breakfast and then we, create our goals for the season. And then we kind of have a game plan of what are the little things that we have to do to make sure that we, hit those goals. And one of them was making it to the county finals, so to make it to the county finals and then to win it on top of that, I think was really amazing. And I reminded them of that. I said, hey, do you remember what you guys put as your goal for the counties? And they're like, they thought, have a good run in counties. I'm like, no, you guys put it, make it to the finals, and you did that. And then we went even further than that. So that was really incredible. And we had a goal in there about beating Glenrock because that's a tough opponent for us, and to be able to come through. This group is just, they're really amazing at what they've been able to do because they've come together and they believed in one another, and they played for each other. And to look at the goals we set for ourselves and to really have achieved so many of those goals, the wins and all the intrinsic things that we set for ourselves, it's pretty impressive. It doesn't happen all the time, but this group has been a special one for sure.
And Coach Smith, do you want to add anything again, whether it's preseason goals and what it meant for you guys to get the county championship?
I think it meant a lot for them even moving forward. I mean, the whole county tournament, we were challenged, where the quarterfinal was a tough game against Hawthorne that came down to the last inning, 9-inning, extra inning game against DePaul that we walked off. But you kind of saw that they kept believing more and more that they could do it. Then with the 5 runs that we scored in the top of the 7th against PV, and it's even carried over this week where we walked off against Glenrock last Thursday. And for me, I had no doubt that we were going to win. It was a matter of when it was going to happen, not a matter of if. And I think the county championship kind of was the catalyst where this belief that they have that they can win and that they can come back no matter what situation they're facing. It's pretty awesome to see. I know Coach Hennessy got them believe stickers, the little Ted Lasso kind of sign on the back of their batting helmets. And I think they bought in. I totally bought into it. It's just really cool to see them having that belief that they can come back and win no matter what.
That's great. Coach Hennessy, I'm going to come back to you. And maybe starting with your seniors, could you, though, highlight some of the players on your team this year who've had notable contributions in addition to your seniors, but of course, starting with them?
Oh, yeah, man, this is tough because I feel like I could hit everybody because I don't think we're the same team if you take away one of our 14 girls. Something's different and we're just not the same. So I want to say that first and foremost. But I'm just going to go around and who's on my screen first. I mentioned that Heather's come up big with these catches that literally have saved the game, and just last year we started working on like, you've really got to dive and go for the ball, and she bought in, and I mean, now everybody does it, and it's amazing. And she's come through with like clutch hits with confidence. She'll look at me and just say, I got it. And she does. And it's great, and Gina is always so poised and at the plate. I mean, she can change the game with just one swing. And she came up big in PB. I think this week she's come up big, and it's great to see, and Isabel, we don't score runs if she's not on base. She's so fast and so smart as a base runner that she makes such a difference in games. It's like little things like that help you win championships. So that's also just amazing. And Mac, I mean, she pitches her heart out every time she's out there, and she puts us in a position to, be able to win games. And she's pretty impressive at the plate too, by the way. I mean, she is a good hitter. And she's had, again, just some really great contributions in the county tournament. I feel like I could go through our whole entire team, but, we had Haley O'Reilly. She stepped in and pitched a little bit at the end of the county final. Talk about a tough situation to be put in, and she handled it with poise and just took care of business. We have Jamison Howard, who's been our DP, and she's also been in right field. She's come through with some really big hits. I feel like I could, if I had my book in front of me, I'd name the exact hits, but I'm just trying to, go quickly so I can hit on everybody. And then, Lindsay Coolish in that PV championship game, she made some plays in right field. She caught the ball with her stomach at one point just to make sure she held on to it. And also some big RBIs there. Morgan Hanna, she plays third base for us, and she has just quietly done her job. And suddenly you look back and you realize the kid is on fire, and she's just been hitting, and came up big for us also in the county championship as well. And I could, Coach Smith, if you want to hop in and help me out here, but because I'm going to keep going to every player because I think they're all.
Well, Courtney DePrenda does awesome behind the plate.
Yeah.
She's really improved as a hitter this year too. She stepped up. She's our 5 hitter, and as of late has really become a strong bat. Emma Coolish,
people out too.
Yeah, Emma Coolish does a great job at second base. She's another freshman. Her twin Lindsay is the one that's out in right field. I'm even thinking like Krista Lilienthal. I mean, she's the 2 hitter. She gets a bunt down, but she makes plays at shortstop that I don't know how she gets to it. We probably had 4 or 5 umpires turn to us as the coach is sitting on the side and just saying that was impressive. I don't know how that last step, how she gets to the ball. I have no idea how she does it, but she tracks it down. And even something like today, Brianna Buselink gets in there. Gina gets a key hit. We bunt her over to 2, bring Gina out because although she thinks she might be the fastest, she's not. We bring Bree in, and we get another hit from I think Jamison, and we get a run like that puts us on the board. I think the confidence just was building from that point. But it's like Coach Hennessy said, it's a 1 through 14 contribution of every single kid on this team.
Yeah, we also have 2. We just I'm just gonna think to the only 2 kids that we haven't mentioned, and we have Emma Struble and Ann Keene, and they are they're there when we need them, and they're ready when they're called upon, and they have the best attitudes. And I don't think you win and have a successful program if you don't have kids, your reserve kids buying in and having those attitudes. And that is just so appreciated, I know, by myself and Coach Smith and Coach Brindisi and our entire team too.
Very nice.
All right, I'm going to go to all the girls. Jen, you can give the order.
Okay.
My last question is just going to be, what does it mean to you to be a Pompton Lake softball player?
All right, we'll go Heather, Isabel, Mackenzie, and then Gina.
I think it's amazing. This program has given me so much. They've given me, it's given me my best friends. It's also given me a lot of lessons. And, coming back next year, I know I'm for the rest of my life, I'm going to be proud that I'm a Pompton Lake softball player.
Nice.
I think this team it embodies the pride, hustle, never say die of Pompton Lakes. We're always all in, and that's what this team has really showed time and time again.
I think that with such a small school, we made a huge impact. And I think that that's amazing. I'm going to keep that with me for the rest of my life, thinking that somebody thinks that you're so small, you can show them up and become something that nobody thought you could be, So, yeah.
Again, I think we carry the traditions, and we're all sisters, and I've grown so many friendships, even from T-ball to now, and I hope to continue them later. But Pompton Lake softball it's really changed me, taught me so many lessons in my life, and formed so many bonds. I don't know where I would be without it, honestly.
Oh, very nice, girls. Congratulations. Before we let you guys go, we like to do a little segment we call rapid fire. So we're going to give you some more quick-paced questions. And you know what? I'll just do the order again as you're kind of appearing on my screen. We'll do Heather, and then Gina, then Coach Hennessy, then Isabel, Mackenzie, and then Coach Smith. Everybody got that order? Hopefully it's appearing on your screen that way too.
All right, first one. Could be any sport. Who is your favorite athlete of all time?
Henrik Lundqvist.
Oh gosh, I should not have been first. Aaron Judge, I guess.
Well, my next, I wasn't paying attention. Mia Hamm.
Bethany Hamilton.
Jenny Finch.
Don Mattingly, first baseman for the Yankees.
Nice, very nice. All right, my question for you guys is, what is a hobby you enjoy outside of school and sports? If you have time.
I really like to read, actually.
Oh, you stole mine. Reading. I like hiking too.
Exercising, just spending time with my kids and my family.
I like running.
The gym.
I like doing stuff in the yard work, cutting the grass, all that stuff.
Okay, what about a favorite show, whether it's a Netflix show or just an NBC, Fox show? Favorite show that you watch?
Grey's Anatomy.
Game of Thrones.
Ted Lasso.
Ugly Betty.
Friends.
I like Sopranos.
Oh, nice. All right. All right, guys. This one is coaches, you're going to participate too, but girls, I'm on your team. I'll let you guys do the whole team. I was going to have you do it. We'll do like superlatives. Who's the best dancer on the team?
I know who thinks they're the best dancer. Is it Courtney? Or are you going to say she's got
It's
some
I think it's Courtney.
moves in the dugout?
Yeah, I think Courtney.
I know
Courtney
about
and
me.
Have you ever
No,
watched Mac warm up?
Mackenzie.
Mac warms up literally on the mound and dances in between.
You'll never catch me not dancing, even if I'm in a bad mood.
Yeah,
Oh, all right.
we do have
That
a
was,
lot
a,
of dances.
that was
Okay.
a controversial one.
All right, and mine, if you can give your best, if you could just reenact right now your reaction when you guys won the county championship, what you did.
Jump. It was jumping.
I don't even know. It was like so shocking.
There was a
Jumping,
lot of
screaming.
jumping and running.
I don't know. I had a long run in from center field, so it was a long sprint there.
Yeah.
Looking
There you
for
go.
someone to hug. Nice. All right, and this one I guess is really for the senior girls. Coaches, you can jump in if you want on this one. But what are your plans for next year after graduation?
I'm going to the University of New Hampshire for nursing.
Nice.
I'm attending the United States Military Academy. I'm not sure what I'm going to major in yet, though.
Very nice.
I'm going to be playing field hockey at the College of New Jersey, and I'm majoring in biology.
Oh, fantastic. Congratulations on a great field hockey season, too.
Thank you.
I'm going to Fairleigh Dickinson University, and I'm majoring in psychology.
Awesome. Very nice. Coaches, players, we want to thank you guys for joining us tonight. It was an absolute pleasure to have you on. We congratulate you on your successes so far, and we know your season is not over. So best of luck to you as you continue to play in the state tournament.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thanks
very
so much for having us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Congratulations again and good luck in the States.
Yes. Good night, guys.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.
All right. That was our Pompton Lake softball.
Couple comments real quick, Jen.
Yes. Go ahead. I want to read them.
Yes, from Pete Malicki. Just moved up to Pompton about 10 months ago, and my girls are all about sports. I can't wait for them to be involved with great sports programs here, especially lacrosse and softball. Coach Breslin, great job. Congratulations.
Oh, very nice. Excellent. Well, our next two guests are in the waiting room. Should I let them
Absolutely.
in? All right, we'll get them in and get them officially introduced here. So looks like we have Coach Blarty. Hi, Coach. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. And we have, I'll let Casey in as well. Hi, Casey. How are you? Oh, can she hear us okay, you think?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure if she can hear us. Casey, can you hear us? I'm gonna put her back in the
Bring her back
waiting
in.
room. Yeah, and I'll try that.
I might have a couple more girls joining, actually.
Oh, okay.
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 Yeah.
So Oh, I do. Oh, I see a few more in the waiting room. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Okay.
let them
Let me
all in.
Okay. All righty. So we have Madison.
That's our senior.
Hi, Madison. How you doing? And then we have Marina. Let me see. Get her in there. Hi, Marina. How are you? All right. Can you hear us okay, Marina?
Yeah, I can.
Okay,
All right. Let
perfect.
me try Casey again. Let me see if Casey can hear us. Hi, Casey. Can you hear us?
No, she
Oh,
cannot.
yeah, I'm gonna put her back in there only because yeah. So I'm not sure. Well, if I could see she's getting a little help, a little technical assistance. So we'll let her back in. If you guys hear from her and she says she's good to go, please let us know. But please allow me to officially introduce you guys to our audience. We are joined by Coach Villardi of the Cedar Grove softball team. What I was going to say is they recently won the Essex County title. So far this season, they have a record of 22-3. And Coach, if I'm not mistaken, you had an opening round victory today in the North 1 Group 1 state tournament, correct?
We did against Butler.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And thank you. So congratulations on your county title. And thank you for taking the time to join us tonight.
Thank you.
Coach, I'll start with you. And again, girls, congratulations on an awesome season, your county championship, and of course, good luck in the States. But Coach, I guess my first one for you is, when did you know that this year could be a special season for this team?
I'm going to interrupt you. We have Coach, you have a few more players in the waiting room.
Let them in. Let them in.
All right, guys. Hello, this is Danny. Hi, Danny. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. And we have Gia. It looks like. Hi, Gia. How you doing?
Hi. Good.
All right, good. And I'm just going to check on Casey. I don't think I see her right now. I'll
Right
try
here.
her. Okay. Do we try her one more time?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Hi, Casey. Can you hear us? Oh, poor Casey. I feel like she can't hear us.
She's the pitcher. You got to get her in. Jen, get her in. Come on.
I'm trying my best. I can see
Maybe she can
it.
go on the phone if she wants to try, just with the link, maybe.
Sure. Yeah. So go ahead.
All right. So,
Yeah.
Coach, I'm sorry. When did you, when did you kind of realize, hey, this could be a really special team?
Last year, I knew that it was a special team coming in as they were freshmen, and I had, Maddie was a junior. Just they have great attitudes. I would say maybe the word to describe them is grit. They've embraced the most challenging moments. I think the biggest games we've played in, they've overcome a lot this season, and they push beyond the limit for me. So, I mean, each of them brings something different to the table, and it's a good team.
Coach, we what we love to do here is we do love to highlight the players and the programs, right? So I'm going to give you a moment to maybe introduce the girls that you brought with you tonight, their positions and what they bring to the team, and then obviously talk about some of your players that weren't able to make it, but that have also made notable contributions.
Yeah. So here we have Madison Lemongello. She's a senior on our team. She's our left fielder. Brings great leadership, good attitude. Anywhere I've put this kid will play for me, with no, answering back. So, I mean, she really sets the tone for our team as our captain and our leader. Below we have Marina Bryant, who's our first baseman, who's really stepped up at the plate for us big time. Last year she didn't play. She only played first base for us, and she really showed me why she should be in the lineup this year. And she's doing a hell of a job at the plate. We have Danny D'Angelo, a sophomore here. Marina's a sophomore as well, who plays third base for us, really stepping up, showing a lot of improvement. And we have Gia Fernandez, another sophomore, shortstop, coming off of an ACL injury, didn't play last year, and really setting the tone in the middle infield, taking charge. At the plate is a threat. And I mean, just these guys right here are awesome. We have Ava Oko behind the plate, who's a sophomore, lefty, really doing another great job behind the plate, catching Casey and hitting. Casey Kavakich, our pitcher, lights out. When she's on the mound, I mean, she's intimidating. So when she and even at the plate. So she's a big catalyst to our team. Gabby, Flory. I don't know if they're like in the waiting room waiting to get in here. I told them all to join.
I have oh, you know what? I have I'm going to try Casey again. So she's the only one in the waiting room right now. So let me try that. Oh, let's see. Can you hear us, Casey?
Yeah, I can hear
There
you.
she is. She's
Awesome.
in. She's in.
Awesome.
So, Coach, basically, you're saying with all these underclassmen, teams in Essex County are in trouble for the next couple of years. That's basically what you're saying, right? We can say it. We can say it. I mean, come on.
We're going to be a threat.
Yeah.
I think with this team and what they're accomplishing, they have a champion mindset from day one. And with that kind of mindset, you can overcome any obstacle, I think. And that's what that's in their head. I put in their head from October.
All right, Jen, I got a question for the girls. I'm going to go around for everybody for this.
Okay.
I was going to do it for Coach, but since they're all on, we're going to ask all them. You just call out who you want
All
to
right,
answer,
I'll
okay?
give you the order, guys. All right, go ahead.
You know, you guys group 1 school, but it seems like Cedar Grove is, and when I say good, I mean like championship good in a lot of sports, right? Like we always follow the football team. They're phenomenal. You guys are always phenomenal. So I guess, you know, why or what's the mentality to be a Cedar Grove athlete, and how important is it for year after year and the new tradition and new group that comes in for you guys to have your own championship run while you're there for your 4 years?
We'll start with Madison, and then we'll kind of just go around. So Madison, then Marina, Danny, Gia, and then Casey. Go ahead, Madison.
I just feel that in this town, it's a lot of like teamwork, and like this town just like a big family, small town, and everybody's just close to each other. So I feel like the teamwork is just like very good in every sport.
And next was Marina.
Yeah, I agree with Maddie. Like, we have a really small town, and like winning big things like the game we just won the other day, and we're gonna hopefully win more like that, because like it's exciting. Like in the moment, like you're having so much fun and just like screaming and everybody cheering. It's just like so exciting.
Danny.
We're obviously a small group and like a small group 1 school. And I think it's really all just us playing together. Like we've been playing together for so long since we were little. And I feel like working together, we could get the job done.
And Gia, how about you?
Like what Danny said, we're very small and everyone knows each other. So, you know, playing with your friends, you kind of mesh better together. And again, like teamwork, we mesh well together as a team.
And Casey.
I feel like everyone like from this town, like we're all really hard workers and we work well together because we've known each other for such a long time. So I just feel like us being hard workers like gets the job done.
And Coach, what about you? You know, as a coach, like I said, you see a lot of the programs there win big in Cedar Grove. You know, what do you think as a coach, or what you've seen through the years? What is getting the job done for a bunch of these programs in Cedar Grove, especially the softball program?
Probably feed off of what they're saying, that great teams are made up of great teammates. So they really click together well. They play for each other. They play for the school. Like what I think what Danny said, I mean, they've known each other since they were 6, 5. So they've been playing softball together, and to keep this team together and have them not transfer and go private is a huge deal for a Group 1 school like Cedar Grove. And I mean, hey, they're making a name for themselves. Why go away and go private when you could be a star in your hometown?
You know what, Coach? We talk about this every week. We have whether it's, you know, keeping kids together and what makes kids transfer and stuff like that. And just like you said, you know, when you guys have such a great program like that, and now these girls come up, like you're saying, they play since they've been 5 years old, softball, and they want to get there and stay there. And, you know, what makes it too is that how good and how, you know, appealing to stay in town is. And so it's a tribute to like you as a coach and the ADs and all the other coaches in town, because like you said, a lot of people want to go, but for these girls to want to stay and win championships together, it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Coach, you know, off kind of segueing on that topic, you know, as Kurt said, we discussed this a lot. Like, do you go down to the youth levels and like, you know, make sure that they're kind of, you know, like, again, you want them to see what you're doing, know your way and know you and know the program. Like, would you say you've been involved with the youth programs?
Yeah, I've coached them when they were so like, you know, trying to really get those kids. I do a lot of fall, I do a lot of clinics. They do a lot of clinics as well, just to, you know, let those younger girls meet them and see what we're about, what our culture is about. Because you know, I really think we've built a culture here that's based off of winning, and who doesn't like to win?
And Coach, you know what? It looks like Gabby is in the waiting room, so I'm gonna let her in.
And I think Oakle's trying to get in too. Hey, Gab.
How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4,
We
5,
should be-
6,
I think
7,
we
8.
can do-
We should have 2 more. Yeah, I think we have a limit of 10. But welcome,
Jen,
Gabby.
I want to ask Casey a quick question for
Okay.
a pitching
Can we
question because I had
can we
it
let
down.
Coach introduce?
Oh, yeah,
Gabby?
sure.
Okay.
So this is our second baseman that I spoke about,
Okay.
Gabby Flore. Leadoff batters, threat at the plate, slapper, hitter, speed, wheels on the bases. Awesome kid.
So I'm going to go to Casey. So 2-part question. And, you know, looking at your stats, you strike a lot of people out, right? I mean, 2 years, you have a lot of strikeouts. So question 1, how important is it sometimes? Because listen, softball, when you get into good games, right, it's a lot of low scoring games. So you don't want to give up any runs, or, you know, you see a lot of 1-0, 2-0, 2-1 games. So sometimes when it's like, you know, it's not like baseball where, okay, runner gets on second, they go to third, fly ball, you know, you give up the run, you don't want to have a big inning. A lot of times in softball, you really can't give up that run. So now you have a runner on third or runner on second and third, 1 out. How important is it for you to say, listen, I have to strike this person out. I can't let them, you know, hit the ball to second base and have a chance at home. I need a strikeout here. How important is it for you to be able to, you know, say, hey, I need a strikeout and I get the strikeout here?
I mean, I feel like knowing my ability, I feel like I can do it. Like, I just need to hit my spots. It's really, pitching is really just hitting your spots. And I know, like, I hate it when people get on, but when they do, it's my defense is behind me to back me up. But knowing that I have the ability to strike the girl out, I will try my hardest to do so.
All right, my question is for Madison, our sole senior on the panel here, right? And I think you have a little different perspective as a senior, right? Now, last year, you know, you guys, if I'm not mistaken, get knocked out of the county tournament by the Mount, right? This year, in your first 2 games, because they're also in your conference, right? You suffer 2 losses. Now you get them in the county finals, right? And you, as a senior, here it is, your like last opportunity. How excited were you for that matchup in the county finals? Not even the win, like just to get that matchup and that opportunity.
To get that matchup was exciting because we've always been like the Mount has always been our competition, and we've always been close to beating them in games. But I feel like when we went to that game, we were so ready and pumped for that game. I just feel like we were that game.
Nice. And then what was that feeling like when you know, the final out, when you guys finally, you know, clinched it?
That feeling was actually amazing. Like, I've never felt that before in my career, but I'm sure that they're going to feel that feeling many more times in their career in high school. But it was just like exhilarating. It was amazing.
Nice. And my question now is for the sophomores, really, right? You guys now have had that taste, you know, early on in your career. So, you know, how motivating is that for you to want to keep that success going and like continue, you know, like one isn't enough, you know, like, are you satisfied, or now it's just that extra motivation? So we'll kind of go around the panel again and again in the order. I think we have Marina and then on the spot right now.
I think like, I don't know, it's more like everybody just like being up in the dugout and everybody cheering and everybody like having Casey's back. Like if she doesn't strike someone out, like then we make the plays in the field, or a runner gets on, we make the plays, we don't let them score. And like the feeling of just winning, like I hope we can feel that again.
Nice. Danny?
I felt like mostly that game was mostly all energy. Our energy was high as soon as we got there, and we just wanted to win. And I hope our energy stays up throughout like our whole rest of our career. And it was a lot of fun.
Gia?
Like what Danny said, energy, that's like a big part of it. Like if you're flat, like you're most likely not going to do well. And winning that game, like it's kind of, there's a lot of motivation for the future. Like you want to feel that again, like for states.
And how about you, Casey?
I agree with Gia. Like, it definitely motivates us to want to keep winning and want to feel how we did when we won that game, because it was really like an amazing feeling. And I feel like a lot of girls on the team could agree.
And Gabby?
Like what Gia and Danny said, our energy from starting from the bus ride onto the field and after the game, we had energy through the whole game. Like winning that game felt so good for all of us, especially with this group of girls.
Nice.
Coach, I'm going to go to you on the last one before we get to the rapid fire. You guys, like Jen said, you play the Mount, you play a tougher schedule. So how does like that help you now? You've been in a close, tight championship game already. So how does that get you guys ready for now the next step, which is the state tournament?
Yeah, our conference is tough. Livingston, Columbia, Mount, and we have to play all these teams twice. So Nutley, all these big schools, Group 4s, it prepares us, and we pick up outside teams too. Morris Knowles, Morris Catholic. So as a Group 1 school, we're not playing Group 1 teams, and that's what we do. You got to play the best to be the best. We got a small ego and a big mission. That's it.
All right, guys, as Kurt mentioned, we like to do a little segment we call rapid fire before we let you guys go. So we'll kind of stick to the order. You know what, Coach, you'll start us off if you don't mind, and then we'll go to Madison, and then to Marina, Gia, Casey, and Gabby. It's, again, just kind of going around the boxes there. All right, you're up there, Kurt.
Favorite show, either binge watching or regular CBS, Fox.
Yellow
like
Jackets.
That.
Yellow Jackets. Is that it?
Yep, Madison. Yep. Yeah, that's it. The rapid fire. So yep, you're done, Coach. Madison.
Lucifer's favorite show right now.
Say that again. Oh, I missed. Did you hear it?
No, I'm sorry.
Can you say it again?
I'm watching Lucifer right now, so that's my
favorite. Marina.
My favorite's Liv and Maddie.
My favorite show is One Tree Hill.
My favorite show is The Vampire Diaries.
Mine is The Rookie.
Mine is Modern Family.
All right, nice. Mine is a little multiple choice here. We'll keep the same order. If you had your choice, Nike, Under Armour, or Adidas?
Under Armour.
Nike.
Probably Nike.
Under Armour.
Nike.
Under Armour.
Nike.
Favorite athlete of all time, any sport?
Michael Jordan.
Derek Jeter.
Oh wait, what's his name? LeBron James.
All right, I was fully gonna say Derek Jeter too, Maddie. So,
Kobe Bryant.
Good one.
Derek Jeter.
Aaron Judge.
All right, nice. All right, most used emoji on your phone.
I'm not a big emoji person. Probably the ones that, with the eyes rolling.
Mine's maybe like the smiley face for like the face. I don't know.
Marina. Oh, is she freeze on us?
No.
All right, we'll come back to Marina.
Mine's the
Danny?
laughing emoji.
Oh,
there you go.
I've been using the fire emoji a lot. Like the fire.
Mine's the red heart.
Mine's the rolling eyes.
Yeah.
Mine's the one where the eyes are like that and the tongue's out.
All right, so Jen and I want to go out to eat one night. We haven't gone to a lot of places in Cedar Grove. Give us one place we should definitely make sure we hit up so we can go get something to eat in Cedar Grove.
Lombardi's.
I was gonna say Lombardi's too.
I'm not sure. I feel like Marina's on a delay. All right, we'll come back. I think it'll come in a second. Danny, how about you?
Definitely Lombardi's. Definitely go there. It's really good.
Where is this?
Coyote.
Where is Okay.
Lombardi's.
Lombardi's.
Lombardi's or Coyote.
Where is that? Where is Lombardi's?
Pompton.
Oh, it's on Pompton? Okay.
Yeah.
Kurt wrote it down.
I
just for
did.
reference.
I did. We got a comment from a Janine. I can't say that. Cirillo saying, Maddie, you better have said Jeter since that is your dog's name. So that's the comment. I got one real quick around the panel for the girls.
Can I do my
Oh yeah,
voice?
yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm sorry. I cut you off.
All right. So my one is, and it can be, let's stick to, well, you can do your whole team. All right. I did a little superlatives with our last guest from Pompton, who is we'll go best dressed. If you had to pick a teammate, who's the best dressed on the team?
I'm picking.
Oh, yeah, you got to pick. You can defer if you want, Coach, if you want to plead the fifth on this one.
Yeah. I just see them in uniform. Really.
Yeah. All right. We'll go on. Madison.
I don't really know. I'm gonna say Gia.
Marina. All right. We'll come back. Danny.
I'm gonna say Ari Leone. The best dressed person on the team.
I'm gonna say Gabby Flory.
I'm gonna say either Adriana or Bella Stoles.
And Gabby.
Definitely Ari Leone.
All right. Well, guys. Oh, you had something.
Yeah,
else you
just
wanted
real
to-
quick. What does it truly mean to be a Cedar Grove athlete? You know, we asked you why is it important and why you guys win, but deep down when you look at it, what would you say in a few words or less what it really means for you to be a softball player at Cedar Grove and on a successful championship team?
Same order. We'll go Madison.
I don't know how to put it, but it's just being part of a family, and I don't know, it's just a big accomplishment. I feel like being on this team. I'm very proud of my team, and I love being on this team.
And then Danny. Oh, I feel like we have a couple. Danny, can you hear us, Danny?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna say a lot of hard work. You can't get anywhere without hard work, and I feel like working together as a team, it gets us far. And we have to play for what's on the front of our jerseys, like Cedar Grove, instead of yourself.
Good point.
Gia.
I think it's definitely tradition. Cedar Grove is known for winning championships, and that's something that we'd like to keep going for the future.
Casey.
I feel like it's dedication. We always show up to games, to practice. We always put in our effort, even when we can't give 100%. We're always there for each other, and I just feel like what Maddie said, we're a part of a big family, and we all care for each other.
And Gabby.
It's definitely one big family. We're always there for each other in school, on the field. We're always there helping each other, working either way we need.
Awesome. Coach and girls, we really want to thank you guys for coming on tonight. Congratulations on the success you've had so far this season. But we want to wish you the best of luck as you continue on, your journey in the state tournament. I'm sure seeking a sectional, even a group title. Thank you for coming on, guys.
Coach Dickey can't hear you, by the way.
Oh, she can't?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, can you relay that to her, guys?
Yes, we'll relate to her.
The girls.
Thank you guys
very
so much for coming on.
And best of luck. It was really
Good
a
luck.
pleasure to have you guys on.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for having us.
Thank you.
Good night, guys.
Thank
Good
you,
luck.
Good night.
Bye.
Okay. So 2 championship teams,
Yeah.
you know, 2
what?
teams that have a legit chance to, go and win a state sectional.
Yeah, it's
and
exciting.
and,
it's
we
really exciting.
we sit here and it's funny because we always talk, we make the football picks, right? Usually we always say, and what do we always say? Like Cedar Grove is that one school and it's like, you don't want to play Cedar Grove. I'm telling you, because what was it, a couple years ago? Oh, they had 1 or 2 losses. You know what? Who wound up winning it?
Yeah.
Cedar Grove. It's just they always come through in the clutch. They're a big time school. They know how to win. And just like the girl said, like they have that championship aura where it's like, hey, you won it. We're gonna win it. The next generation's gonna win it.
And I know she had
sorry.
a majority of sophomores on, but they even at that young age understand and mention the hard work that goes into it. We never want to, I know that was something we were thinking of asking them as well, is that what they do in the off season to prepare, right? So those kids are dedicating a lot of their time.
Absolutely.
It's not just that they're good softball players. They work hard
Yep.
and they get it done. So again, it's nice to see it all come to fruition for them when they put in that.
And
hard
before I
work.
read Dr. John's statement, it was kind of how Coach was talking about, because the past 3 weeks we've gone on, we've been fired, statements on it about being able to keep your players, right? This whole transfer rule and everything. And she flat out said it, like those girls, and I mean, a lot of like the boys too there, but a lot of this group, they wanted to go to Cedar Grove. These girls can go play other places, but they wanted to do it at Cedar Grove. Cedar Grove does it right,
and
and together.
Yeah.
And they
which
do,
is nice.
they're doing it right. So, hey, that's going to make these girls want to go. And congratulations, a great win over the Mount to win the counties. And now they have, the states, again, 1 round down. And, I love how Coach Doe turned around and said, listen, we want to play, you're Group 1. I'm not going to play Group 1. We're going to play up. And you know what? It's only going to help down the road.
A little comment from Dr. John saying Irvington advances out of the quarterfinals, talking girls flag football. They defeated Ramapo in the quarters of the girls flag football playoffs today. Congratulations, Dr. John, on their quest to, defend their championship. Joe Breslin is saying congrats to them. And Coach Breslin's also saying, yep, great program. And the kids want to go there. Perfect.
Yep. I was just going to yell at you because I didn't know if you were going to read Coach Breslin's comments. I was going to say,
Of course
I was just waiting for it. We're just waiting for it.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you to the Pompton players and coaches, and thank you to the Cedar Grove coach and players for joining us this evening.
And good luck to both of those programs going forward. And we will see everybody next Tuesday night.